Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you joined us today. We hope you're enjoying our new format with some of those shorter and longer classes. We've added some new sections to the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage to make it easier to find classes by length or by purpose or by body area, so be sure and check it out. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Don't forget, it's free and we'd love to hear from you, so leave me a comment. In today's practice, we're going to explore hip opening poses. You only need your chair, and let's get started. Okay, to start with, I want us to think about grounding our feet and our sits bones. So our feet are grounded to the chair, sits bones grounded to that, feet grounded to the earth, sits bones grounded to the chair. So just make sure you're not leaning. That's the main thing I want you to think about, right? So you're not leaning one way or the other. Let's go ahead and place our hands lightly on our thighs. Palms are going to face up. You're going to lift your heart, feel your belly engage. Lower those shoulders. Close your eyes. And just breathe. So connecting to your heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room, begin to just notice your breath. Feel that natural inhalation and exhalation. And begin to elongate that breath, feeling that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Let's move into that diaphragmatic breath, that belly breath. As you inhale, fill the lungs from the bottom up, the belly extends. As you exhale, pull that belly button to the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that again. Do that one more time, trying to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Let's roll those shoulders up, back and down. Up, back and down. And if you want to add that breath, do it. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's reverse it. Inhale up and exhale down. Up and down. And release. Just a little movement through the upper body, letting that neck, fall one way and then fall the other. Just stretching that neck a little bit. It should feel really good. All right, lovely. Let's go ahead and move into our cat and cow to get a little back warm up. So we're going to place our hands lightly on the thighs. Elbows are wide, belly button to spine. Round your shoulder. Look at that belly button. Let's lift it up. Grab the back of the chair and open that heart. Oh yeah, squeeze those shoulder blades behind the back. Let's do that again. Round it down. Should feel good. And lift it up. Add that breath if you want to. Inhale into your cow. And exhale into your cat. Go ahead and do that a few times. All right. And release. Just give those shoulders another little roll. Maybe the head joins in, right? That feels good. Just kind of letting go of that upper body, releasing a little bit. Okay, we're going to move into our mountain pose. So we're going to extend those hands down by our side, flexing those fingers if that feels good to you. If you don't want to do it, leave it out. It's okay. All right, Take those hands up to the ceiling, release the fingers, shoulders are down, belly is tight, palms are going to face each other. Stretch it out, feel that stretch. Now, palms are going to go together, interlace your fingers, point your fingers up to the ceiling. Lengthen through that spine, and then we're going to lean that mountain. All right, now I just want you to turn and look up at the ceiling. Hello. A little sideways. Take that out, all the way back up to the ceiling. Don't forget, lengthen through, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Let's go to the other side. Let's turn and look up at the ceiling. Take the twist out, come up, release those hands and roll those shoulders. Again, moving upper body, kind of the neck if you want. We're just trying to get some release in those shoulders. All right, good. Okay, we're going to move into a half Lord of the Fishes pose. We're going to take our right knee and open it nice and wide. So we're working into those inner thighs. Just feeling that inner thigh stretching. So watching your knees, both of those knees need to track right at your toes. Don't let them fold in. That's naturally what they want to do. But I want you to try to think about keeping those knees open. Now, you're going to grab this hand. You're going to bring it all the way across your body. You're going to grab the chair. Lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that, and we're going to do that one more time. Pay close attention to this knee. It wants to fold in. I don't want you to let it. You should really feel lengthen through the spine, turn and look. You should really feel that inner thigh stretching. And release it. Okay, we're going to move into a crescent lunge. So I'm going to let this knee fall towards the floor. And maybe right here is where you want your crescent lunge to be, and that's fine. If you're with me, I'm going to push my foot back behind me, and I'm going to lift my heart. And there it is. There's a good stretch for that hip flexor, right? We're working in hips today, so that hip flexor is getting a nice stretch. We're lifting that heart up. I'm on those back toes. Let's release that knee and do that one more time. Press it back, lift that heart. One more breath here. And release it. Okay, face forward. Now that same leg we were just working, we're going to extend it in front of us for a seated pyramid pose. Lengthen through the spine, belly is tight. Let your heart fall forward. Go ahead and lift up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend through the spine, let that heart fall forward. Feeling the back of the leg stretching, keeping the knee. You want a slight bend to it, but you want that leg to be straight. Okay, very, very good. All right, we're going to move into a pigeon pose. So I'm going to keep this leg right where it is. I'm going to take this ankle and I'm going to cross it over. Now, you're going to extend your spine long, pull your belly in, put your hands right here on the thighs, and let your heart fall forward. You should be feeling the hip and glute of the leg of this leg, the one where it's kind of bent at an angle. Go ahead and lift your heart up. We're going to do that one more time. Extend, belly is tight, heart falls forward. There's that hip. One more breath here, and up we go. All right, let's do the other side. So now we're going to take our left knee and we're going to open it nice and wide. Feel that inner thigh stretch first, okay? So just hang out here for a couple of breaths. One more breath here. Now we're going to move into that half Lord of the Fishes. So I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to bring it all the way across my body, grab the chair, crown of the head lifts to the ceiling, and then I turn and I look over the back of my chair. Now everybody kind of turn, and I want you to look. Is this knee folding in? Peek at it, right? If it's folding in, don't let it. All right, let's release that. We're going to do that again. All the way across the body, grab the chair, crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair. We're breathing. One more breath here and release. Crescent lunge. Knee to the floor. Remember, this is great for you. If this works for you, there you go. Otherwise, you're going to push that foot back behind you. Wherever you are, you want the heart is lifted. No matter which version you're in with the leg, you want that heart lifted. Let's release that knee. We're going to do that again. Hello, hip flexor. One more breath here. And face forward. Okay, that same leg now. Extended in front of you. Toes to the ceiling. Lift through the spine. Pull your belly in. Let your heart fall forward. Feel the stretch. Let's come up. We're going to do that one more time. Nice. Okay, let's do that seated pigeon. So I'm going to take this foot, I'm going to cross ankle to ankle. All right. Now I'm going to extend my spine long. My hands are going to rest right here, and I'm going to let my heart fall forward. Let's come up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend and lean forward. Hands on thighs for support. Oh, yeah. Lift your heart up. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into knee circles. What you're going to do, move forward in your chair a little bit. We're going to bring that right knee into the chest and squeeze it. Now, you're going to grab your knee and you're going to bring it out and down and around and up. If you want to hold under the thigh, that's fine too. Out, down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up. One more. Let's reverse it. So now we're going to go down, out, around, and up. Down, out, around, and up. Down. Keep going. You got it. And put that leg down. Take a moment. It's not that it's hard, it just takes more effort than you think it would to do that, right? Let's do the other side. So let's bring that knee in first. Okay? Now remember, you can hold the knee if you like that better. Try it, right? Let's go out, down, around, and up. Or maybe you like it better under the thigh. Your choice. Let's keep going. Big circles. You got it. Okay, let's reverse those circles. Good. Keep going. Now you can make these circles as big or as small as works for your body, right? You got it. Last one. And put that leg down. Very, very good. Okay. The next, what we're going to do next is it's a pyramid pose. We've done seated pyramid pose before. We're going to do it two ways. We're going to start with it static, and then we're going to add this dynamic movement, which will give us a little bit more stretch. So you'll see what I'm talking about, but we're going to be doing a couple of different ways on both sides. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our right leg and we're going to extend it out, toes pointing to the ceiling. Now I'm going to move a little bit forward in my chair there. That feels better, right? So that chair's not cutting into my legs. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is the static. We've done this one before. If you've done my classes, you're familiar with it. If you haven't done my classes, don't worry. It's fine. I'll take you through the whole thing. Let's extend the spine long. Pull the belly button to spine. Let that heart fall forward. Hands on those thighs and just feel that stretch, right? So we're getting into that hamstring. So one thing that happens when we stretch our hips is we also want to do a little hamstring stretching too, because it's this whole area, right? It's not just simply just the hip and glute. We want this entire area to stretch. All right, I'm just going to tuck my chin and I'm going to roll it up nice and slow. We're going to do one more just like that. One more of those static. Extend the spine, belly is tight. Keep the back flat as you let that heart fall forward. And feel the stretch in the back of this leg. Just one more breath. All right, let's come up. Okay, so there's that static. Now, we're going to add the dynamic piece. So you're going to take the hand of the knee that's bent. That's the hand, the arm that you're going to work. You're going to extend it up to the spine. This hand stays right here for support, all right? Belly is tight. Lengthen through. Keep that back flat. Now, as you come forward, bring this hand to the outer edge of wherever you are. You may be at the knee, you may be at the shin, you may be at the ankle, you may be at the foot. Does not matter. And we're going to do that again. Let's bring that hand up. And down we go. Exhale as you sink down into it. Let's do that again. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, sinking down into it. Oh, yeah. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down we go. Two more. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down we go. Oh, yeah. Last one. Up we go. And down we go. Yeah. One more breath and come up. Bend that knee and take a break. You see the difference, right? So one we're holding it, the other one we're moving into it. So dynamic, well, static, and then dynamic pyramid pose. Okay, we're going to extend that other leg out. Toes are to the ceiling. Feeling okay? Yeah? Keep this hand here for support. Well, actually, for the first one, we're going to keep both hands on those thighs for support. We're going to pull our belly in. We're going to lengthen through that spine. Keep the back flat. Remember, this is a heart to thigh, not a nose to knee, but a heart to thigh. All right, here we go. Let that heart fall forward. And we're just hanging on to those legs for support and letting that heart come down. All right, go ahead and tuck your chin and roll it up. That might feel better for your back. Either way is fine, doesn't matter, you don't have to do that. Extend the spine long, belly is tight. Let that heart fall forward. Here we are in our static hold. One more breath here. Let's come up and we're going to do one more, just like that. Lengthen and let that heart fall forward. It feels so good. Stretching the back of that leg. And come up. Okay. So just kind of checking in. How's everybody feeling, right? If you need to make any adjustments, this is a good time to do that. Here we go. We're going to add that dynamic piece. So this arm is going to come up. So it's the arm of the knee that's bent. That's the arm that you're going to be using. Belly is tight. Extend it up as far as you can go. Now, come out and try to touch the wall in front of you. Then you're going to bring that hand down and you're going to bring on the outside of that leg. It could be at the knee, it could be at the shin, it could be at the ankle, it could be at the foot. Does not matter. Don't worry about it, right? If the shape of your body doesn't look like mine, it does not matter. And let's come up. And let's do that again. Extend that spine long. Hand to the ceiling. Belly is tight. This hand is here for support. Out we go. Try to touch that wall in front of you. Bring that hand down and feel that stretch. So not only are we getting the leg stretched, but we're also going to get a little bit of that side waist. Do you feel it? Yeah, I do too. All right, now we're moving into that dynamic piece. Here we go. Up we go. Inhale here. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, up we go. Extend, belly tight. Exhale, down we go. Up we go. Extend, lengthen through, belly tight. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, up we go. We've got 2 more. Down. Inhale. Lengthen. Down we go. And we're going to hold this one for just a couple of breaths. 1 more breath here. And release. Bend that knee and come up to seated. How does that feel? Yeah, good. A little stretch in the back of that leg. Okay, so we're going to move into gate pose. We're going to move to the edge of our chair. So I have one leg and one butt cheek is on the chair, and the other leg and the butt cheek are off the chair. Grab that chair and hold on. Okay? This leg is going to extend out. I'm on the knife edge of my foot. This knee is tracking right at those toes. So don't let it begin to want to pull in because you're feeling this leg stretching, right? You want to keep this leg nice and in alignment with those toes. This leg, you should be feeling that inner thigh stretching. Okay, so we're just hanging out here for a couple more breaths, feeling it. Now I'll tell you, if this bothers your knee, you can take a nice little bend to that knee, and that'll take the pressure off the knee, okay? So if you're feeling like, oh, that really hurts my knee, just bend it a little bit. It'll be fine. Otherwise, if you're with me, my leg is straight. Micro bend to that knee, though. You don't want that knee locked out. Okay, so we're going to take the hand of the leg that's extended. That's the one that's going to go up to the ceiling. Now, the hand that's on the chair, what you're going to do is you're going to bend this supporting elbow, and you're going to lean over. You should really feel that stretch. All right, 1 more breath here. Now we're going to come up. We're going to let go of the chair. That hand is going to come up to the ceiling. The opposite hand is just going to slide down that leg as you lengthen through the other side. And we're going to come up and we're going to do the other side. Lengthen it up. Lean into it. Come up. Extend that other arm up and let it fall down. Oh yeah. 1 more breath. Come up. Bring this leg in. And take a break. How's that feel? Everybody okay? So we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to do that same thing 1 more time on each side. I just wanted to go ahead and let you give this leg a little rest in that inner thigh. So let's do the other side. So I'm going to scoot over. Remember, one leg and butt cheek is on the chair. The other leg is extended. This knee is in alignment with those toes. I'm on that knife edge of that leg. All right, are we ready? We're going to start with the hand of the knee that's, the hand of the leg that's extended. Grab that chair. Extend that leg, extend the hand to the ceiling. Arm is long, belly is tight, and we're just going to lean into it. All I'm doing is I'm bending my supporting elbow to let myself sink into that stretch a little bit. Let's come up, and I'm going to extend the other arm up and lengthen and lean into it. Gate pose. Up we go. Let's switch sides. And lean. Up we go. Extend the other arm up. And lean. Oh yeah. All right, let's come up. Other side. Here we go. Get one leg on. One leg extends. You're on that knife edge of that foot, right? Heart is lifted. Hand on the chair. Extend up and lean. See if you can lean any further. See if you can make this a little deeper. And all you do is you just simply bend that supporting elbow a little bit more. Look at me. I'm all the way down. My forearm is actually on the chair. Boy, do I feel that. It's just an option, right? Just a choice. Up we go. Let's do the other side. Extend it up, letting that hand slide down. One more breath. Here we go, other side. Lengthen and hinge, feeling that stretch. And up we go. Lengthen and lean, feel the stretch. Oh my goodness. Let's come up onto your chair. And we got to do the other side. Final one. Here we go. Check your alignment. Up on that side of that foot, this knee is in alignment with those toes. This hand goes on the chair. Lengthen through and lean. Oh my goodness, doesn't that feel good? Let's come up. Place this hand on your leg. Opposite hand extends and you lean. One more time. Here we go. Up we go. Bend that elbow and lean. Maybe the forearm comes down. And up we go. Extend. Lean that other way. One more breath. And up we go. Ooh, sit in your chair and let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into a seated eagle pose. We're going to come forward in our chair, and I'm going to leave this leg right where it is, and we're going to take our ankle and we're going to cross it over. Lift your heart up, pull the belly in, and you're going to cross your wrists, one in front of the other. Now technically, if this is the knee that's bent, you want the opposite wrist in front. Technically, that's what we should do. We're going to extend our spine long. We're going to pull our belly button to our spine and just take a gentle lean forward. Not a big lean, just a gentle lean forward. One more breath here. And we're going to come up and release. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So this is version 1, it's a great version. I'm just showing you, right? You know me, we'll add on. But this is our beginning version of our seated eagle pose. So let's go ahead and cross up those wrists. Extend the spine long, pull that belly button to spine. And you're just going to let your heart fall forward. Take a deep breath in, and then on an exhale, we're just going to come back up and release, okay? So, great version for eagle. If you want a little bit more, instead of crossing at the ankle, I'm going to take my leg and I'm going to cross over, okay? Same thing with the hands for right now. Again, I'm going to take this wrist, and it's going to be in front of the other wrist. I'm going to extend my spine long, belly button to spine, and I'm going to let my heart fall forward. Do you feel it a little bit more in those hips? I do. Just one more breath here. And we're going to come up. Release it, and let's go to the other side. So now I'm just going to cross one leg over. I'm going to extend my spine long. I'm going to cross wrist to wrist and let my heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat. Feeling the stretch in this hip. You're going to feel the stretch of the hip, the leg that's on top. One more breath. Up we go. Bring the hands down and uncross the legs. Okay, the final version of this seated eagle. You've got options for the legs, you've got options for the wrist. If you're with me, what we're going to do is we're going to take our leg and we're going to cross it over. Now we're going to add our eagle arms. So instead of it just being a cross wrist to wrist, what we're going to do is we're going to bring those arms, the forearms are parallel. Now because this is the leg that's on top for me, the opposite hand is the one that's going to come underneath. Now I've got either backs of the hand to back of the hand, or I can do palm to palm, okay? But if in order to get here, your wrists are all bent or whatever, then I'd rather you be here or here, okay? So you pick which version of eagle arms you want. Lift your arms up and away from your face. Are we ready? Extend the spine long, pull the belly button to the spine and let your heart fall forward. And here you are in a full seated eagle pose. Oh, baby. You feel it? One more breath. Up we go. And unravel the arms and unravel the legs. Let's do the other side. Remember, you can do wrist to wrist if you'd rather do that. If you're with me, this is the hand that's going to go underneath. Backs of the palms are together or the palms are together. Either is fine. Lift, forearms away from the face. Extend through the spine, pull the belly button in, and let your heart fall forward. And breathe. Don't hold your breath. Just one more breath here. Are we ready? Here we go. Up we go. Release the arms and release the legs. All right. Very, very good. Next, we're going to do a seated pigeon pose series. We're going to start crossing ankle to ankle. All right, so remember, if you keep this leg right where it is, you want that ankle to cross over, extend the spine long, let the heart fall, keeping the back flat. This is a great version of pigeon pose. You're going to go ahead and lift your heart up and release. The next version of pigeon pose, and you can pick whichever one you want to do, is going to be ankle to knee. I'm going to lengthen through my spine. I'm going to pull my belly in, keep my back flat, let my heart fall forward. And this is a great, excellent version of pigeon pose. Just hold it and breathe. One more breath here, and we're going to come back up to seated. Okay? If you want to come with me, we're going to add on. I'm going to move to the side of my chair and back. Okay, so I'm back and I'm at the side. Now, this leg is going to bend and I'm going to bring it up to where my shin is sort of parallel to the front edge of the mat. So or the front edge of the chair. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you see kind of where this leg is. Okay? Now, this leg is going to press back behind me. Hold your chair, it's fine, hang on to that chair, heart is lifted. Okay, so you probably are feeling this leg quite a bit right now. We're about to change that, and you're about to feel this hip. Okay, now all you're going to do is, again, keep the back flat, let that heart fall forward. And what you can do is either just hang on here and let that heart fall, which is great, or you can begin to walk yourself down the chair. Hello. Maybe you even put your hands on the floor and let your heart fall even further. So we're in a seated pigeon pose, super similar to what one would do on the mat. So similar. Are you feeling it? You should really be feeling this hip and glute of this leg over here. We're just going to hold it for 2 more breaths. One more breath here. All right, you're going to walk yourself back up the chair, right? Come back up, lift that heart. Bring this leg around and release. Okay. Did that feel okay? I know, it's intense. I get it. I know it is. It's just a nice version of pigeon if if the ankle to ankle or ankle to knee version is not quite enough for you to feel it, the stretch, that just gives you another option. That's all. Okay, let's do the other side. Are we ready? First of all, we're going to remember you've got the ankle to ankle version. Extend and hinge. It's a great version. It works well. You get that stretch. That's all it's about, right? What is available to your body to stretch. The next version is that ankle to knee, where we lengthen and we hinge. It's a great version. Super. I feel this one a lot. Okay? Lift up. Now, if you want to do the final version with me, we're going to come to the edge of our chair and all the way back. So you want to really be pressing back. I'm going to bend this leg first and get situated on my chair so that I'm stable. I feel stable. This leg is going to come back behind. Now, you might be feeling pretty good stretch right here on the front side of that leg. Relax this glute, okay? Extend the spine long. Now, maybe you just hold on to the chair and you just let your heart fall a little bit forward. I've got to make a little adjustment. There we go. And maybe it just comes a little bit forward. You bend your elbows, right? And let that heart fall forward. This is great. If this works for you, hang out right here. If you want a little bit more, just kind of walk yourself down your chair. You feel it? Maybe your hands come to the mat. Now, one thing I will tell you, and I forgot to mention this on the other side, if you feel that you're kind of twisting to compensate, then I would rather you stay seated with your ankle over ankle. So if you're feeling like you're having to turn your body this way to compensate for this hip trying to stretch, then I would rather you stay seated and do the ankle to knee version, because otherwise you're kind of defeating the purpose, right? So you want to keep everything square. This back leg is back. This front knee stays in alignment with the front side of the chair. We've just got one more breath here. Ready? We're all going to come up nice and slow. Grab your chair. Lift your heart up. And release. What do you think about that version of pigeon? It's a challenging one, isn't it? Okay, let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to the forward towards the edge of our chair. Heel toe your feet, so heel toe your feet nice and wide. Okay? Whatever works for you, right? Whatever that means for you is fine. I'm going to have my hands resting on my thighs, and I'm going to let my heart fall forward, keeping my back flat. Now maybe you walk your hands down your legs. Maybe your hands come to the floor. It doesn't matter. This is your version of seated forward fold. Can you let your head fall? Just one more breath here. All right. We're going to walk our hands back up our legs. Okay, good job. Heel toe your feet closer together, but not totally, okay? Now we're going to move into Garland Pose, Malasana Pose. I'm going to let my heart fall forward, and I'm going to put the inside of this arm on the inside of that leg, the inside of this arm on the inside of that leg. I'm going to heel toe my feet a little bit further apart. I got them too close. My palms are together, and I'm pressing. So I'm pressing in with my legs, and I'm pressing out with my arms. Activating the inner thighs, you should feel that. One more breath here, all right? Release it. Leave your legs right where they are. Come up. Now, I just want you to let your knees fall together for an internal rotation of those knees. Of the hips. You feel it? Just one more breath here. Okay. Simply take your knees and open them wide. Walk your hands, keep the back flat. Let that heart fall forward. Walk your hands down your legs if you wish. Maybe your hands are on the floor. Tuck your chin, let the head fall. One more breath here. We're going to roll up slowly. Okay, we're going to move back into that Garland pose. If you need to heel toe your feet together a little, that's fine. Let your heart come down. Bring one arm in. Other arm is on the inside of that leg. Palms are together. I'm pressing in with my legs and I'm pressing away with my arms. Just one more breath here. And release it. Keep the feet where they are. Let the knees fall in for an internal rotation. I know, right? Does that feel good? I like this one. One more breath. All right. Go ahead and bring those feet back together. So we're going to move into a seated frog. I'm going to scoot back in my chair. And I'm going to bring my legs and open them wide so that the seat of my chair is in front. Now, I'm going to do this two ways. The first way is we're going to leave our feet right where they are, so the knees are in alignment with the toes. We're going to pull the belly in, hang on to the chair, and let that heart fall forward. Okay? So this is a great version of seated frog. Excellent. If this is how you want to do your seated frog, come back up, and that is fine. If you want a little more for those hips, and believe me, I know this is a lot, so this could be great. All you're going to do is take your heels and turn them more out. Now, I know they're not necessarily going to go out, but just more of an external rotation. So in the heels, instead of them being in, you see what I'm doing there? I'm turning them out. Same thing. Let that heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. You might feel it a little more. Now maybe your hands come to the floor. Maybe they don't. It's okay, right? Your choice. If your hands are on the floor, try to tuck your chin. Look under your chair. Wow. One more breath here. Slowly come back up. Bring those heels in and release. Does that feel okay? I know that was pretty intense. Seated frog. All right, we're going to move into a seated crescent lunge. So we're going to work on the front side of that hip now. We're going to take this knee and open it wide. Let that opposite knee fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you and lift your heart. Right? So this is getting more of the hip flexor, which is also really good to stretch. Let's release that knee. And I know we do this pretty much every class because it's so important, I think, to keep those hip flexors flexing. One more breath here. Let's release it. Extend that leg out in front of you. Same leg. Pyramid pose. So lengthen through the spine. Let that heart fall forward. Keep your hands on your thighs if you wish. Let's go ahead and roll up. Do that one more time. Extend through the spine. Belly tight. Let that heart fall forward. And up we go. Seated pigeon. We got this. Remember, if you want to do ankle to ankle, great. If you want to do ankle to knee, let's do it. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat. One more breath here. Go ahead and lift your heart up. Now, put your elbow right on the front of that knee. Put your chin on those fingers. Press gently for a little different feeling. Pigeon pose. Go ahead and come up. Final version for our pigeon pose. We're going to extend our hands up to the ceiling. We're going to try to touch the wall in front of us, and then we're going to let those hands fall towards the floor. And we're going to let the head hang and fall and just hang out here. One more breath and roll it up. Put that leg down. Other side. Let's take this knee and open it nice and wide. Other knee falls towards the floor. Push the foot behind you. Lift your heart up into your crescent lunge. Let's release that knee and do that again. Trying to relax this glute, right? Heart is lifted. One more breath here. All right, let's face forward. This leg is going to extend in front of you for pyramid pose. Hands are going to be on your thighs. Lift. Let that heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. And roll it up. Do that again. Extend first. Keep the belly tight. Keep the back flat. Let that heart fall forward. And up we go. All right, pigeon pose. Remember, if you like ankle to ankle, that's fine. With me, ankle to knee, I'm going to lengthen through my spine and let my heart fall forward. My hands are on my thighs for support. Just hold, don't hold your breath. Just your natural breath is fine here. Let's do that again. If you want to inhale here and exhale as you lengthen, you might get a little more stretch. Oh, I was going to put my elbow here, wasn't I? There, let's do it that way. If you like it. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's okay. One more breath. All right. Final version. Hands to the ceiling. Try to touch the wall in front of you. And then just let those hands fall towards the floor. Tucking your chin, letting your head just hang. One more breath here. All right, let's go ahead and sit back in our chair. Place your hands on your thighs. Shoulders are down. Palms facing up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Being your best. Where is your awareness pointed today? Is that where you want it to be? What are your expectations for this moment? Could you improve on those expectations or add to them? Your focus is where you decide to aim it, and your expectations are what you choose for them to be. Make the choice to make these things work in a beneficial way. Yes, that is easier said than done, and yes, you can do it anyway, as difficult as it may be. After all, this is your unique and irreplaceable life experience. It is worth it. You are worth every amount of intention and discipline you can give. So choose to see the best, to expect the best, and to put your energy and effort into being your best. Certainly, you deserve that from yourself and for yourself. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Place it lightly on your head. Extend the opposite hand out towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Place them lightly on the back of your head. Elbows fall towards the floor. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Lay it lightly on your head. Extend the other hand out towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Click on that subscribe button and leave me a message, and I will see you next time.